Sometimes the only thing standing between you and your freedom is what you were taught to believe. Today we're going to expose some lies, things you were taught, things that were passed down, things that feel normal, but they've been holding you back. Because when it comes to food, a lot of us don't need more discipline. We need to unlearn the damage that was disguised as truth. So let's talk about it. Before we get into this life-changing message, take a moment to like this video, subscribe if you're new, and drop a comment below. Your support doesn't just help the channel, it helps the mission. Every like pushes this message further. Every comment becomes part of something bigger than us. We're not just creating content, we're building a movement. So show love, stay connected, and let's keep growing together. Now let's get into it. You have to eat everything on your plate. You heard this growing up, didn't you? Don't waste food. Finish your plate. People are starving somewhere else. Now let's be real. The intention behind this may have been love. Maybe your parents grew up with very little. Maybe they were trying to teach gratitude. But what this did to a lot of us, it created a toxic relationship with fullness. We learned to ignore our bodies, to eat out of guilt instead of hunger, to feel shame for stopping. But here's the truth. You are not a trash can. You are not obligated to eat more than your body needs. You are allowed to stop when you're full. You are allowed to listen to your God-given intuition. Healing begins when you stop eating out of guilt and start eating out of grace. The consequences of clean your plate. Thinking. This mindset leads to emotional eating, overeating, binge eating, mindless eating. We stop checking in with our hunger cues. We don't even taste the food anymore. We eat until it hurts, then feel ashamed, then do it again. Because now it's not about nourishment. It's about obligation. It's about fear. It's about this voice in your head saying, "You're bad if you waste. You're weak if you leave food behind." Let me say this loud and clear. Leaving food on your plate is not a sin. Ignoring your body for the sake of a rule is a kind of harm, so let's unlearn it. You've probably heard this one too, or maybe you've believed it. This costs too much. This takes too long. This doesn't taste good. But who told you that? The fast food industry, the marketing campaigns pushing microwave meals, the people who profit from your cravings. Let me tell you the truth. Healthy food is powerful, it's flavorful, it's healing, and it can be simple. You just have to change the lens you're looking through. The truth about real food. Real food comes from the earth, from trees, from seeds, from life-giving sources. It doesn't have a commercial, it doesn't have a logo. It doesn't sit on a shelf for 6 months, but it has life in it. It has God's design in it, and your body recognizes it. You don't need a $500 grocery budget to eat well. You need intention. You need to simplify. Rice, beans, greens, fruit, water, seasonings that wake up your soul. You don't need to be rich to be healthy. You just need to unlearn the lie that healing has to be complicated. This one right here, this is the one that destroys your spirit. You eat a salad, you're good. You eat a cookie, you're bad. You stick to your diet, you feel worthy. You break it, you feel like a failure. That is not health. That is not faith. That is bondage. You are not your food choices. Your worth is not tied to your diet. Your identity is not in your macros. You are a soul, a vessel, a child of God. Why this good-bad thinking is so dangerous? It creates cycles of shame. You eat something bad, feel guilty, punish yourself with restriction. Then you binge again. Then you feel worse. And now food isn't fuel. It's a moral battlefield. But here's the truth. Food is neutral. It's not a sin to eat a slice of cake. It's not holy to eat a kale smoothie. What matters is intention. What matters is balance. What matters is how you feel about yourself when you eat. God isn't watching your plate with judgment. He's looking at your heart. The truth that sets you free. So let's review the 3 lies you have to unlearn. 1. You have to eat everything on your plate. 2. Healthy food is boring, expensive, and hard. 3. Food is good or bad, and so are you. And here's what's true. You are allowed to stop when you're full. You can eat healthy without being rich or perfect. Your worth is not on your fork, it's in your spirit. The moment you unlearn these lies is the moment you can start to actually heal. Not just your body, but your relationship with food, with self, with God. Your body is a temple, not a trash can. So today we're going to talk about something most people don't want to face. What's really in fast food? Because it's not just fries, nuggets, and shakes. It's chemicals, confusion, and chains. Fast food was never just food. Let's be real. Fast food ain't just about the food. It's about convenience. It's about addiction. It's about filling yourself quick and cheap, no matter what it costs your body. You pull up to the window, you hand over a few bucks, and in less than 5 minutes, you've got a full meal that took someone else hours to prepare. But here's the question nobody asks. How? How is it that cheap? How is it that fast? How does it last that long under a heat lamp and still look the same? That's not food. That's science. It's not real meat. Let's talk about the meat. That burger you ate, that wasn't just beef. It was ammonia treated. It was preserved with chemicals you can't even pronounce. It was filled with fillers, gums, and binding agents. Some of it, not even 100% animal. And that chicken nugget might have only been 45% chicken. The rest, cornstarch, dimethyl polysiloxane, a chemical used in silly putty, TBHQ, a chemical preservative derived from petroleum. Yes, gasoline. Still craving that 20-piece? Now let's talk about the oil. You ever wonder why fast food fries taste so different from homemade ones? It's not just the salt, it's the oil. Most fast food chains use reused, chemically altered vegetable oils. These oils are high in omega-6 fats, the bad kind. They promote inflammation in your body. They clog your arteries, and they age your organs. Some of them even produce trans fats, the same fats that have been banned in many countries. But in the US, they're still in circulation under different names. Sugar is in everything. Now here's something crazy. You expect sugar in your soda. But did you know there's sugar in your burger bun? Sugar in your fries? Even sugar in the meat seasoning? Why? Because sugar is addictive. It triggers dopamine, the pleasure chemical. Just like a drug, the more you eat, the more you want. That's not an accident. That's the business model. They don't want you full. They want you hooked. You ever notice you're still hungry after eating fast food? You just had 1,500 calories, but somehow you're starving an hour later. Here's why. Fast food is engineered to taste good, not to satisfy your body. There's little fiber, little real nutrition, and loads of artificial flavors designed to mimic real food. It gives your mouth a party, but leaves your cells begging for something real. That's why you keep eating, and eating, and eating. How they manipulate your brain. Food scientists are literally hired to create flavors that hijack your brain. It's called the bliss point. A perfect combination of salt, sugar, and fat that lights up your brain like a drug. They want it to melt in your mouth. They want it to dissolve fast. They want you to crave it later without even knowing why. It's not just food, it's addiction by design. And you're the experiment. The spiritual consequence. Now let's go deeper. What does this do to your spirit? When you constantly put fake food in your temple, you begin to feel fake. You lose your energy. You lose your clarity. You lose your discipline. Because fast food doesn't just weigh down your stomach. It weighs down your soul. You don't want to pray. You don't want to move. You don't want to grow. You just want to sit, scroll, and snack. That's not who God created you to be. Let's zoom out. How did we get here? In the 1950s, fast food was a novelty, a treat, something families did once in a while. But now, it's a lifestyle. It's breakfast. It's lunch. It's dinner. The drive-thru replaced the kitchen. Microwaves replaced moms. Processed replaced prayed over. And now, we have a generation who doesn't know what real food even tastes like. What it's costing you. You might think, it's just a burger. It's just a meal. But over time, it's your life. It's your energy. It's your skin. It's your mental health. It's your reproductive health. It's your immune system. It's your faith. When your body feels like it's breaking down, but the doctor can't find anything wrong, check your plate. God didn't design you to live sick. But this food, this system, it was never made to keep you well. It was made to keep you coming back. Here's the good news. You can change. You still have a choice. You don't have to eat perfect overnight. But you can start by caring, reading ingredients, asking questions, saying no to food that insults your body, saying yes to food that fuels your purpose. Because you don't just eat to survive, you eat to serve, to build, to create, to walk in your calling. God gave you one body, one vessel, and He lives in it. So stop feeding it like it's a garbage can. Start feeding it like it's sacred, because it is. This has been Seeing Unlimited Greatness, and this is your reminder. Just because something is sold as food doesn't mean it was made for you. Eat real, live real, and honor the body God gave you. I'll see you in the next one. Be wise, be strong, and above all, be intentional. If you'd like to support the channel and help us keep pushing forward, there are links in the description where you can donate. Every contribution helps us reach more people, do more good, and keep this mission alive. There's also a store down below where you can grab something for yourself, or even better, a gift for someone you care about. It's a simple way to spread love and let someone know they matter. We're all just trying to grow, to become better, to rise above the noise and step into who we're really meant to be. And I truly believe change is possible, the kind of change that creates a ripple effect and helps others see the beauty still left in this world. This channel is about real growth, real transformation, and I'm here to give you a front row seat to what that looks like. Raw, honest, and grounded in purpose. God is within all of us, and my goal is simple: to reflect that light as clearly and powerfully as I can, for you and for the world around us.